Good morning, dear students. Today we will study about nephron. Nephron are said to be the structural and functional unit of kidneys. Okay, so structural and functional unit of kidney are the nephrons. So basically, the kidneys are made up of nephrons. Kidneys, they are made up of nephron. That's why they are called structural unit, and the basic function of kidney is performed by the nephron. Okay, so kidneys have nephron inside them, and nephron are the structural and functional unit of kidney. So this is there. Now we have to see the structure of the nephron in detail so that we can study its function also. So now see what are the different parts of the nephron. So nephron has got basically the two parts. First, Malpighian body and the renal tubule. Further, the Malpighian body is having two basic structures, glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. Initially you will find the names little typical because for the first time you are reading, but later on with the practice it will be very easy. So the Malpighian body has the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule, and renal tubule, if you see the renal tubule, the lower part, it has got, renal tubule has PCT, DCT, loop of Henle and collecting duct. So tubular part comprises of PCT, DCT, loop of Henle and collecting duct. Full form of PCT is proximal. Proximal means initial part. Proximal convoluted tubule. Convoluted means twisted. And DCT means distal convoluted tubule. Today's video you have to see twice to make it very clear. Okay, so now we will move ahead. Now this is the structure of our nephron. If you see, this is the structure of the nephron. You can see here the nephron has the glomerulus. This is the tuft of or the network of the blood capillaries here, and it has got the Bowman's capsule. This cup-like structure is called the Bowman's capsule. Cup-like structure is called the Bowman's capsule, and the blood vessels inside this cup-like structure, this blood vessel is known as glomerulus. So the network of blood vessel, this one is called glomerulus, and this cup-like structure is called Bowman's capsule. And as a whole, both of them together means glomerulus plus Bowman's capsule is known as Malpighian tubule. MT, Malpighian tubule, and this one is the tubular part. The whole tail like structure is a tubular part which consists of PCT. This one is PCT because this is the front part. This one is called loop of Henle. It is in the form of a loop, so this portion is called loop of Henle. Then this is known as distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted means twisted. These are twisted, that's why they are called convoluted. DCT, and this one is the collecting duct. So I am repeating once more. This blood vessel, the network of blood vessel is called glomerulus. Network of blood vessel is called glomerulus. Okay. Now this cup-like structure is called Bowman's capsule, and glomerulus plus Bowman's capsule is called Malpighian tubule, which we have just studied in the slide which was ahead of this slide basically. Now this structure, twisted structure, is called PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. This loop like structure is called loop of Henle. Then this one is called distal convoluted tubule, and the last one is called collecting duct. Last one is called collecting duct. So this is how our nephron looks like. So here we will try to make our nephron. So this one is our basically the Bowman's capsule, then comes the PCT, then comes loop of Henle, then another twisted tubule, that is DCT, and then at the end we have got the collecting duct. This is the collecting duct. Then this is the nephron, and you know nephron are the structural and functional unit of kidneys, and they receive the blood because blood is having nitrogenous waste, and it just covers the whole nephron like this. Okay, so now we will try to label this. So this network of blood capillary is called glomerulus. This network is called glomerulus. Okay, this cup like structure is called Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus plus Bowman's capsule together called Malpighian tubule. Okay, now this is the blood capillary which is surrounding. I have shown it with the red color, so that ultimately urine will pass here. Urine will pass in the nephron, and later on the clean blood will go out of the kidney. Okay, so this is how it happens. Then the collecting duct have many small ducts, you can see here, and they are further attached to the another nephrons from these small branches which I have taken out. And this first part which we can see here, this convoluted part, is called PCT. This one is called DCT, and this one is called the loop of Henle, and the last portion is the collecting duct. So this is how these are the different parts of nephron. Now very important question is what is the mechanism of urine formation, how the urine is formed by the nephron. So urine is formed by the nephron under 3 steps basically. So the three steps are first is ultrafiltration, then comes the reabsorption, and then comes to tubular secretion. So this is ultrafiltration, reabsorption, and tubular secretion. These are the 3 main steps which are involved in urine formation. So what happens during ultrafiltration? You know, this is the Bowman's capsule. Okay, then you have got the blood capillary here. So blood capillary is present here, blood is present here, and this blood capillary, when the blood moves in this blood capillary, so the blood moves under a high pressure because the blood capillaries are very thin, and when blood moves in the blood capillary, that time it is moving under a high pressure. Because of this, the urine comes out here during because the glomerulus is there inside the Bowman's capsule, it stays there, and when the blood moves in the glomerulus, that time the urine it comes out in the Bowman's capsule. But this urine which comes out by the process of ultrafiltration, it's not the proper urine, it is called primary urine, because this primary urine may have some useful substances which needs to be absorbed by the blood capillary again. So it's not the proper urine, it is called primary urine. Okay, so the blood flows under pressure in the glomerulus. Glomerulus is a network of blood capillary. Then primary urine comes to the Bowman's capsule. Means the urine is not fully formed, it's primary urine. So by the process of ultrafiltration, primary urine is formed, and it comes to the Bowman's capsule, the cup-like structure. Now the reabsorption. The body does not want to lose useful components, so it will try to reabsorb. The blood capillaries which is surrounding the nephron will try to reabsorb the useful substances, and that process is known as reabsorption, and it happens basically in PCT and DCT. PCT is proximal convoluted tubule and DCT is distal convoluted tubule. So reabsorption happens in these 2 parts. Then they are surrounded by the blood capillaries. It absorbs useful parts from the primary urine. So I told you primary urine may have some useful components. So blood capillary which is surrounding PCT and DCT will try to reabsorb the useful components because body does not want to lose excess of water. Now tubular secretion. Tubular secretion, it occurs basically in DCT, distal convoluted tubule. It is the active secretion of the waste by the blood capillary. Now, if in case the blood capillary have some of the waste which is not excreted and which is not given to the primary urine, now the blood capillary will try to give the waste to the nephron. So during tubular secretion, some waste is given to the nephron, and during reabsorption, some useful substances are reabsorbed by the blood from the nephron. So these are the 3 steps involved in urine formation. I have tried to make it very simple, and you can note down the notes. Thank you very much. Revise well. Watch the video twice.